What is going on, guys? The 2020 offseason has been perhaps more adventurous than any other in NFL history. The COVID-19 pandemic seriously affected the league's plans for just about everything, from free agency to the draft. And now even the 2020 league schedule finds itself in jeopardy. That's been the main storyline here. And all you guys know that Tom Brady left the New England Patriots to sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On top of all this, 7 NFL teams decided to change up their uniforms, as well as their helmets and logos ahead of the 2020 season. While we always enjoy a team's willingness to change things up, a few of these adjustments were just plain bad. Let's dive into our rankings for these 7 NFL uniform changes for the 2020 season. Number 7, Atlanta Falcons. In a word, yikes. Several weeks after the end of the regular season, Falcons owner Arthur Blank announced that uniform changes were coming. Obviously, that got the good folks in Atlanta excited. But this was it? This was the special unveiling. Their first redesign in 17 years came to this. You ever have a moment in life where somebody says, "I have a surprise for you," and it ends up sucking? Yeah, this is one of those moments for Falcons fans. We don't hate the idea of the Falcons going to the predominantly black uniforms, but the red meshed with it so well. There's barely any shades of red on these uniforms now. The alternate uniforms are also hideous. The black shirt complemented by all black pants, and it's just not a good look whatsoever. The Falcons emphasized modern progression in these jerseys. The road uniforms tend to be less fancy than the home, alternate, and throwback. But even these road uniforms are just plain and totally lacking in creativity. And the Falcons' 2 biggest rivals couldn't help but contribute a little bit of mockery. It all started with the Carolina Panthers' official Twitter account.
Oh, no.
Carolina gets bonus points for featuring Adam Sandler from The Longest Yard in the tweet. And New Orleans Saints head coach Sean Payton, who has quite the history with the Falcons, trolled the club big time with a simple one-word tweet. Sorry, Falcons, but there was also no escape from these savage and merciless trolls. On the bright side, the new helmets are actually pretty cool, so at least 1/3 of the whole uniform makeup is acceptable. It almost feels like the Falcons are hoping that the new designs will lead to a new era. After all, they've endured a downward spiral since that horrendous Super Bowl 51 collapse against the Patriots. I mean, hey, if the uniform changes help bring a Super Bowl to Atlanta, I guess we'll appreciate them a little more, but it didn't really work for the Jets, so not yet at least. Number 6, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So here's the thing. We actually love the Bucs' decision to swap uniforms, but going from downright hideous and forgettable uniforms to not so great uniforms doesn't win you too many points. Aside from their 2002 Super Bowl season, the Buccaneers have been a train wreck of mediocrity for the vast majority of their existence, dating back to 1976. The organization simply decided to bring back the uniforms from their relatively short glory days, hoping that prized free agent acquisition Tom Brady will guide the team back to prominence. Team owner and co-chairman Ed Glazer claimed that the new jerseys came via valuable feedback from the fans. So I guess we should be pointing our finger at the fans for this failure. He probably just doesn't want to take the blame. And the Bucs wanted to throw it back. Why not bring back the classic orange creamsicle jerseys? Brady would have looked so much better in those uniforms. I mean, at least compared to these. I'm probably in the minority. The Bucs received plenty of favorable feedback on the jersey changes throughout social media, even earning some support from their friends in Major League Baseball. What we should do is poll these in favor of the uniform changes and ask, do you like them because you actually like them? Or are you just happy they moved on from those previous god-awful uniforms? The idea of Brady wearing these Bucs jerseys just doesn't appeal to us. He's not going to look as good compared to when he wore the iconic Patriots red, white, and blue uniform. That's for sure. Luckily for the Bucs, Brady didn't pick his new team based on uniforms. Number 5. Los Angeles Rams. The only reason this doesn't claim the 6th or 7th spot. Thankfully, the Rams didn't undergo any major changes to their awesome color schemes. The reason they're placed this low on our list. The downright awful logo change. Part of football is being intimidating. The Rams had that ferocious logo that made them look nastier, tougher, and scarier. Going from the angry Ram to whatever in the world this logo is will never make sense to us. Twitter, of course, had plenty of suggestions in regard to this new logo. People claimed it looked like all sorts of things, from a Beyblade to the letter C, to 2 different moons facing each other. Remember Beyblades? That was the best. That was like my prime. Like 3rd grade Beyblading in the cafeteria. Oh my god. Here are some other not so warm reviews for the Rams' new logo. And this one was perhaps the most savage of them all. Even Rams legend and Pro Football Hall of Fame running back Eric Dickerson pushed for the organization to scrap the new uniforms and logo, but to no avail. Team Chief Operating Officer Kevin Demoff said the changes blend the best of our pasts with what we believe is the best of our future. Okay. Look, we get the idea that with a fancy new stadium comes a brand new era. Of course you want to undergo some changes, but couldn't you just let the logo be? Or at least tweak it a little bit? You don't have to completely redo it. We can tell you this right now. This isn't a logo change that the fans will get used to. They're gonna downright hate it for as long as it's there. We would not be surprised if the Rams ranked near the very bottom of the NFL team merchandise sales for the 2020 and 2021 season. Not because of the fan base, just the fact that nobody will want to wear these ugly logos. Actually, this could be the Chargers' opportunity to steal fans in LA. It's not a bad idea. Number 4, Indianapolis Colts. The Colts uniforms and logos haven't changed much over the years, but we always found them to be kinda, with just the casual blue and white colors, and very little creativity in the logo. There was just not a whole lot of love there. With their new uniforms, the Colts adjusted the numbers and wordmark decal ever so slightly, while paying homage to Indiana's history by throwing in an alternate logo. We love it when a team finds a way to honor the history of their organization, as well as the city or state they play in. It's a classy gesture on the Colts' part, and honestly, those bland uniforms from before really did need a bit of touching up. The horseshoe logo on the helmet also underwent minor adjustments. Nothing over the top. Completely redoing your uniform and logos can be very risky. You never know how the fans will take it. The Colts played it safe and only made some minor improvements to their uniforms, which have been kept the same for a long time, as we said. While we have a lot of complaints about the Falcons, Buccaneers, and Rams, there isn't much to dislike about the Colts. So let's give them a B grade on these adjustments. Number 3, Cleveland Browns. The Browns will once again try to turn over a new leaf in 2020, so it's only fitting that they attempt to begin the era with brand new uniforms. Yeah, that'll solve your team problems. New head coach Kevin Stefanski and new GM Andrew Berry will look to reverse the misfortunes of a team that fell flat on its face last year. And if the Browns can turn a corner in 2020, they'll look good doing so. Translation: we give these uniform changes 2 thumbs up. So the Browns decide to continue the whole no logo on the helmet thing, following franchise history and tradition. Fair enough. They also paid some homage to the old Cleveland Browns, from back in the day when this team actually did things right. Executive Vice President J.W. Johnson explained it, adding that the other historic teams like the Chicago Bears and Green Bay Packers don't make serious changes nor flashy moves with their uniforms. The Browns redesigned their socks with brown and orange stripe patterns. The stripes on their color rush uniforms were also removed, and there are also minor changes to the jersey numbers. Throughout their history, the Browns have been widely criticized for their bland team name and logo. Yes, they were just paying tribute to franchise legend Paul Brown, who made the Cleveland Browns a thing. Well, let's just say the Browns team name hasn't really aged well. So the organization can't really do much on the uniform and logo front. The jersey colors aren't that desirable either, but these minor adjustments are certainly eye-catching and hard to dislike. The Browns and their fans say it a lot, but it is a new year and a new Cleveland football team. They might finally break through with a brand new uniform. Only time will tell, but at least they'll look better for the time being. Number 2, New England Patriots. Consistent winning does a lot of things. It makes your jerseys and logos all the more iconic and recognizable. I mean, the Chicago Bulls logo and uniforms didn't mean a whole lot until Michael Jordan came along, over 2 decades after his playing career ended. And that Bulls logo remains one of the most popular in all of sports. That's the same case with the Patriots here. The Flying Elvis logo has received plenty of criticism throughout the years, but thanks to the 6 Super Bowl wins that Tom Brady and Bill Belichick brought to Foxborough, the logo is now one of the most universally recognized. With Brady now leaving the Patriots for Tampa Bay though, it's time to begin a whole new era. The organization decided to move into this new era by revealing brand new uniforms for the 2020 season. The alternate color rush jerseys are now the Patriots' primary home uniforms. This marks the first change to their main outfits in 2 decades. And the nice part for Patriots fans, it won't take too much time to get used to it. They wore these color rush jerseys 3 times during the 2019 campaign. The white away jerseys underwent some fancy changes as well. The stripes along their shoulders are now red with a navy stripe running through, whereas the stripes were previously navy colored. Now, as much as we like the changes, the Patriots were not immune to criticism from their passionate fans. I mean, Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk had a good point. He suggested that the Patriots felt the need to do this in order to get people to buy team jerseys without Brady's name on it. It's simply a greater mix of the 3 primary Patriots colors. It looks a lot more futuristic, and with the Patriots moving towards the future with a new quarterback, why not start fresh from a uniform standpoint? Number 1, Los Angeles Chargers. The new stadium awaits. Phillip Rivers is gone. Oh, and yeah, brand new unis. That's right, it's a brand new era of Chargers football. The Chargers began a new decade and era by revealing brand new uniforms for the 2020 season, and simply put, they're awesome. The thing is, the Chargers already had arguably the best uniforms in the NFL. We were all thrilled when they made the alternate turquoise uniforms their full-time home outfits, and now they made these beauties even more beautiful. The Chargers touched up the numbers a bit, and they made the Bolt logos bigger. Yo, look at that. They now have 6 uniforms to choose from, and we love Every single one of them. You especially gotta love the new uniform with the turquoise jersey and yellow pants. As you would expect, the Chargers received universal praise for these new outfits. And rightfully so. Yeah, I love it. I love it. This is the best set of uniforms we've come across in a long time. Whether the Chargers actually turn a corner or not is another story. Too bad the NFL isn't a fashion contest, or the Bolts will be a dynasty. Which of these 7 new uniform changes do you like the most? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We are on everything. Go find us, go subscribe, go follow, go do that. Just, yeah. If you like this video, give it a like. It takes 1 click down below, and subscribe to TPS. We post videos every day. Every day is a new video. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. I'll see you next time.